Let's talk about how to start in bonsai today. There are two ways to get started. You can buy one or you can make one. Making one is the harder way, but it's also more rewarding. You can do it from nursery stock, which is like a small tree in a pot, or you can grow it from seeds. If you grow it from seeds, it's gonna take a few years before you have something that even resembles a bonsai tree. But that's part of the fun. It's kind of like having your own little bonsai project going on. If you want to go the easy route, just buy a bonsai tree. There's nothing wrong with that. And actually, I think that is a really good idea for your first tree because then you can learn how to care for a living bonsai without having to worry about the extra stress of growing a seed into a seedling and then into a tree. So if you want to buy one, I'm going to show you my favorite place to do that. I'm going to show you this website. This is a website that was built by a friend. He has some amazing trees on there. He ships all over the world. So whatever country you live in, I'm sure he can ship to you. All you got to do is look at the checkout options and see if he offers shipping to your area. He has a really great selection of trees. They're well documented. They're healthy trees. The prices are very reasonable. So that's my suggestion for where to buy a bonsai if you want to buy one. But let's say that you want to grow your own bonsai tree, either from seed or from a seedling. Let's talk about the tools that you'll need to do that. This is what you'll need: scissors or pruners. It doesn't matter, just make sure they're clean and disinfected. A small trowel is useful, and then you're going to need a container to hold the soil. You can use a yogurt container or milk carton with the side cut out of it. That works fine. And of course, you're going to need bonsai soil. So here we are on another website, and they have a wide variety of bonsai soils. If you don't know anything about bonsai soil, I recommend getting a pre-mixed bag because it is going to have everything that you need in it to grow a healthy tree. The most important thing about bonsai soil is that it drains quickly and retains some moisture. So you're really not going to want to use regular potting soil for bonsai because it holds too much moisture and most potting soils don't drain quickly enough for bonsai. So that's why you want to get bonsai soil. Now let's get back to the video. Here's a few of the tools that you'll need when you start doing bonsai. You'll need wire cutters, an adjustable wrench, a watering can with a long nose, a spray bottle, and a small hand rake. These tools aren't necessary right away, but you'll probably want them eventually. A chopping knife is helpful if you're growing from seed. Scissors or pruners, a small trowel, and a container to hold your soil while you're mixing it. And then you're also going to need the most important tool of all, which is a bonsai pot. A bonsai pot isn't strictly necessary when you're restarting out because you can just use a milk carton or yogurt container with the side cut out of it. But sooner or later, you're going to want to put your bonsai in a nice bonsai pot. Now, this is a subject for another day, but I'll give you a brief overview of the different types of bonsai pots so you all know what to look for. These are called training pots. They're used when you first plant a tree. You don't want to put a valuable bonsai in one of these because they re-plastic and they re-ugly. You use this until your tree is big enough to go into a real bonsai pot. These are bonsai display pots. These are meant to be display pots. They're usually made of ceramic. They come in a wide variety of styles and shapes and sizes. This is what you want to put your bonsai in when it's ready to be shown off. Some people use these for growing their bonsai and showing them off. They're called grower display pots. They're kind of a cross between the other two. They're made of plastic, but they look nice and they're cheaper than ceramic. When you're picking out a bonsai pot, you want to make sure that it has drainage holes in the bottom. Drainage holes are crucial for bonsai because you want the water to drain out of the pot. Otherwise, you'll end up with soggy soil and a dead tree. So make sure your pot has drainage holes. Also, you want to pick a pot that suits the style of the tree. For example, you wouldn't put a formal upright tree in a casual style pot. What I'm trying to say is that you want to try to match the shape of the pot with the shape of the tree. All right, now let's get back to the video. So here's a Japanese maple that I grew from seed. I planted the seed in March of 2018, and here we are in May of 2021, and I think it's ready to go into a bonsai pot, so I'm going to show you how to do that. You want to loosen the roots before you repot. Loosen them up a little bit and then cut off the bottom of the container. Put some soil in the bottom and then take the tree out of the container. Take a little bit of soil from around the edge and put it up against the trunk of the tree. Make a little mound in the middle of the pot and then put the tree in the middle of the pot. Make sure the tree is straight. Fill in the rest of the pot with soil and gently press it in, then pat down the soil with your hand. Rake the surface of the soil and then water the tree thoroughly. Another thing you can do is add a layer of gravel at the bottom of the pot. If you do that, make sure to leave a little space between the gravel and the bottom of the branches. This allows water to collect in between the gravel and the branches, and then the roots grow down into that water. It's a way to help keep the roots moist without suffocating them. One last thing you'll need to do is fertilize your bonsai. Fertilizers provide the nutrients that your bonsai needs to stay healthy. Just remember that a little goes a long way with fertilizer. It's better to fertilize lightly than heavily. Too much fertilizer will burn the roots and kill your tree. I use a balanced, slow-release granular fertilizer for all my bonsai. Alright, that's it for today. I hope this video helped answer the question, how do I get started with bonsai? If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments section below. I do my best to check the comments every day and answer your questions. I have a lot of videos here on YouTube. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. That really helps us out a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.